Hey there, my fellow anglers and fishing fanatics. Welcome back to the channel. Your favorite fishing guru is here to break down the bite for the 14th of January 2026. Today, we're diving deep into the frosty waters of Ireland to give you the ultimate forecast. It's winter, my friends, and that means challenges, but also incredible opportunities for those who know where to look and what to do. This isn't a day for the faint-hearted, but with the right approach, you could be landing some truly memorable catches. Stick around because I've got some specific tactics that will turn a slow day into a successful one, even when the mercury dips. First up, let's talk about our freshwater bruisers, the mighty pike. These magnificent predators are still very much on the hunt, even in the coldest conditions. On the 14th of January, I'd be focusing my efforts on the deeper sections of larger loughs and the slower-moving stretches of our Irish rivers. Look for distinct drop-offs, any remaining weed beds that offer cover, and submerged structures like old river bends or sunken trees. Why here, you ask? Because the colder water pushes their prey fish into these more stable, deeper zones, and the pike will follow the food. For tackle, a sturdy spinning rod with a medium-heavy action is your best friend. Think big, soft plastics around 6 to 8 inches, retrieved incredibly slowly along the bottom. My friends, dead baits like sardines or mackerel, fished on a ledger rig in those deeper spots, can be absolutely deadly. Remember, in winter, it's all about a slow, deliberate presentation. Let the bait do the work and be ready for subtle takes. Next, for those dedicated and brave enough, we have the majestic Atlantic salmon, specifically the early-running springers. January 1st traditionally marks the opening of the salmon season on a handful of Ireland's iconic rivers, such as the Drowse in the northwest or the River Lawn in County Kerry. These fish are true fighters and are often some of the largest of the season. You'll need to target deeper pools and runs, especially those with good holding water after any recent rains. Fly fishing with heavy flies like a black-eyed prawn or a willy gun, or spinning with classic salmon lures like a toby or a flying sea can be productive. The key here, from my experience, is immense patience and a deep understanding of your chosen river. These early fish are often just moving through, so it's all about being in the right place at the right time. And let's not forget our dedicated sea anglers. Cod are a prime target for shore fishing in January. Thanks to the Gulf Stream, our coastal waters maintain relatively warmer temperatures, keeping these opportunities alive even in the depths of winter. Cod fishing can be excellent, especially on the south coast after a good storm has stirred up the seabed. Head to sandy beaches or rocky headlands, particularly where there's a good surf running. Simple bottom rigs with lugworm, ragworm, or strips of mackerel are your best bet. Remember, after a good storm has churned up the seabed, the cod will be closer to shore looking for an easy meal. Now let's break down the conditions for the 14th of January 2026. So you understand why these tactics are going to work. The weather we're looking at is a classic Irish winter's day. The forecast for Ireland shows a daytime high of around 9 degrees Celsius, dipping to a chilly 4 degrees Celsius overnight. We're expecting around 2 to 3 millimeters of patchy rain, so be prepared for a bit of dampness. Wind speeds for Ireland will average around 25 to 28 kilometers per hour. A moderate breeze, likely coming from the northwest or north, keeping things feeling crisp. Atmospheric pressure appears to be experiencing a declining high-pressure system, which, when coupled with the cold, typically makes fish more lethargic, pushing them into deeper, more stable waters to conserve energy. As for water temperature, inland waters, like our loughs and rivers, will be hovering around 4 to 7 degrees Celsius. Along the coast, sea temperatures will be chilly, ranging from around 7 to 10 degrees Celsius. Remember, water takes longer to warm and cool than air, so while the air is cold, the water is relatively more stable, but still significantly cold for fish metabolism. This means fish will be conserving energy, making them less inclined to chase fast-moving baits. Moving on to the moon phase on the 14th of January 2026, we'll be under a waning crescent moon with an illumination of around 15%. Popular fishing lore often suggests that the bite can slow a bit in the waning crescent phase, especially as it moves further from the full moon's peak activity. While not the most favorable moon phase, it certainly doesn't mean the fish won't bite. It simply reinforces the need for patience and careful presentation. Overall fish activity, given the cold air temperatures, patchy rain, moderate wind, declining atmospheric pressure, and the waning crescent moon, will be capricious to moderate across Ireland. The fish are in their winter holding patterns, feeding but not voraciously. The key, my friends, is to slow down your presentation, be prepared for subtle takes, and fish those deeper, more stable environments. It's a day for the patient and prepared angler, but those who put in the effort could be handsomely rewarded. So, my friends, I wish you all tight lines and glorious catches. May you have nothing but fish with tails and scales. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more expert tips, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single forecast. What are your winter fishing plans? Have you had any luck with pike or salmon recently? Share your observations and tips in the comments below. I love hearing from you all. Until next time, stay warm and keep those lines wet.